the go-ahead run. Here's the play, they're going to lob it to home, and it gets down, and he's out at home. He comes to third, play it third, and sight. This is hit hard. This is going to left field. This one is back, and it's out of here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second week of 2019-20 Super League baseball action. Baseball day continues here in Adelaide. Earlier this afternoon, we saw game one of the World Series where the Washington Nationals held on for a 5-4 victory over the Houston Astros. The weather's continued to be hot, 30 degrees, which is in the 90s for those watching back across the pond. And we're ready to go here for the second week. We have a match between the Carp and the JSR Plumbing Wasps. Both teams looking to grab their first victory in the new season of the Super League. We see Hugh Batchelor warming up. He'll get the start today for the Carp. Last week he came on in middle relief. Part of the pitching staff that had a little bit of trouble as the temperatures here dropped and the rains poured in, and it came to a part where it wasn't a little fun for the pitchers, and the Carp pitching staff walked 4 or 5 batters in that last inning, giving up 3 runs, giving the Crushers a walk-off victory, hoping to outperform themselves this week. And they'll be going against the Wasps last week, who had the battle against the daunting task of playing the Clippers, who came up with a team effort and no hit. The JSR Plumbing Wasps. The first time we've had that in Super League action, and team being no hit. They'll be looking to make amends for that tonight. As we see Matt Hutchings making his way to the mound, quickly go over the batting lineup for the Wasps tonight. Matt Hutchings is going to start in center field. Kellen Croce is going to be the DH today, followed by Michael Bishop, the first baseman. Nate Vanderlinden at shortstop. Griffin Weber behind the plate. Byron Turner in right field. Jordan Spratt getting his first action in Super League in left field. Sichiro Suzuki at second base, and Adam Werfel rounding up the lineup at third base. Here we go. The first Hugh Batchelor is going to be throwing into Carter Powell. As you can see, we do have runners first and second for the Wasps to start it off here. First pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. New leagues we have for the second season Super League. New rules, of course, is pitchers do have 30 pitches in which they can get as many outs as they can. But as you can see, runners first and second, nobody out. International baseball rules. Batchelor follows up a fastball with another one. Hutchings taking all the way. Even the count 1-1. You do see the clock at the bottom of the left-hand screen there counting down, as we have no new innings can start once we get past that time. And we did have that come into issue last week. Hutchings squares around on the bunt on the 1-1. Ball up and away, pulls the bat back. 2-1 count. Our umpires tonight, we have behind the plate Payne Souter, and then on the bases, Ian Revel and Neil Poulton round out your umpiring crew today. It'll be a 2-1 pitch here. We'll see if the Wasps try to get something going after being no hit last week. And Hutchings squares around to bunt again. Bunt through, misses. There's going to be a back pick at second base. And he's safe. Foul throw just a little bit short. So he tried to get the lead runner, Sichiro Suzuki, leaning a little bit too far. Well, as we can see here in the first inning of the second game here, Wasps pretty cognizant of the fact that they didn't score last week, didn't hit. They're looking to get ahead early this week, where the Carp are trying to end a little bit of bleeding after giving up 6 consecutive runs last week after being ahead 5-0. There's curveball. That one's going to be ground ball. Great play with shortstop Lightbody. He's going to come across, thrown across. Scoop by Fernandez. Safe. Matt Hutchings peeks it out. He hustles all the way down the line there. And the Carp find themselves in trouble right in the top of the first inning. We got bases loaded, nobody out. And that'll bring up Kellen Croce, the import out of East Torrens. Mainly a pitcher in the American Association and the Frontier League over the years. He's getting a chance to swing the bat here, get a chance to do some damage early. Here's the 0 pitch, just inside, ball 1. Bachelor comes set. 1-0 pitch. Coachy jumps all over, fastball down the middle, fouls that one back. It'll be 1-1. So we can see the Carp defensively, left to right. They have Jack Partington in left, Nico Vanderlyn in center, and Gary Owens in right field. In comes the 1-1 pitch. See if he sticks with the fastball here. He goes a little something off speed. There's big hook. That one doesn't find the zone, a little bit low. Falls behind 2-1. Cross on the infield. Jacob Scott at third base. Mitchell Lightbody at shortstop. Nick Platten at second. And Zach Evernitis at first. Coachy fouls another fastball straight back. Even the count 2-2.
That is a foul ball. Make sure you return that back to the dugouts.
Wasps threatening here. Top of the first inning. Second bat of the game. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Heart of the order coming up to bat. Hutchings had an infield single to start us off as we started with runners on first and second. Line drive from Coachy. That's a single into right field. That's going to score Suzuki. Being waved home, and he held up last minute. Third base coach had him coming home, but Coachy with RBI single into right field. Get the Wasps their second hit of the season, their first run. Grab a 1-0 lead. Still, bases loaded. Nobody out. For the power hitting Michael Bishop from the Kensington Cardinals. First baseman tonight, outfielder as well. Last year at 310 and 71 at bats with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs for the Cardinals in local action. See if he gets something early that he likes here. He holds off on slider outside. Bachelor falling behind early isn't gonna help his cause. Especially when you start with bases loaded, or start with runners first and second, and nobody out. There's a chance to have a big inning right off the bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bishop takes outside. Nibbling away early, and it's something that we've seen. It happened last year with a lot of the pitchers, and they found themselves in deep counts early. And this year with the runners on right off the bat, you're not going to be able to nibble. You're going to find yourself in trouble if you don't attack batters and try to get that double play. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Just fouled that one back. That one's going to go deep over the bleachers over first base side. And Bishop shaking his head a little bit there. He probably wants that one back. And big first baseman ahead in the count, still 2-1. Looking for another ball. Runners take their lead off the base. And 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside. It's a good block by Carp there. Kept that ball in front of him. Runners weren't able to advance. But Bishop gets himself into a 3-1 count. Batters count right off the bat here, looking to do damage. You can see from the big hitters in the order, they're not looking for walks in this situation. They want to find a gap. They want to hit a ball hard somewhere. A little bit of check swing. Make the count full, 3-2. Still nobody out. We're not going to see, shouldn't see runners running anywhere yet. Bachelor comes set at the waist. Leg up, come to the plate. Fastball, that one's driven deep into right field. Owens tracks that one down the line, makes the catch. Going to be deep enough. Here comes the throw. It's going to be a close play at the plate, but a little bit short on the throw. Zook comes in to score. Sacrifice fly for Michael Bishop. We also had the runner tag up at second base. He moved over to third. Matt Hutchings back into first base. And first out of the inning, another run in for the Wasps. We'll see if they get Hutchings moving early. Last year he was one of the finalists for the MVP with a strong batting average with his legs. You can see Nate Vanderlyn of West Torrens coming up to plate here. Hutchings edges and he's going. Ground ball, hit and run. That ball's eaten up. Mitch Lightbody, there's not going to be a play anywhere. Took a step to cover as Hutchins was running, had to collect himself and get back. A ground ball that Mitch Lightbody is going to say that he probably should have had. Going to be charged with an error on that one there. And that's going to add another run in, make it 3-0 for the Wasps. It's still first and second, one out. And the catcher, Griffin Weber, coming up to plate. Weber last year with West Horns and a transfer over to Henley and Grange, hit .262 on the season with 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Looking to help his team out here. And he takes a slider outside, 1-0. Once again, Bachelor's falling behind early to the counts, and something you can't do with the heart of the order coming up with you already got runners on. 1-0, and that one fouled back off to the side. Even the count 1-1. You see how sometimes it takes some of the pitchers an inning to get going, but in Super League, you don't really have that luxury of getting yourself comfortable at the mound, getting yourself ready to throw. You got to be coming out firing right off the bat. He looks the runner back. There's the good curveball. Throws Vanderlyn, looking probably something looking a little straighter on that. He knew the count was 1-1. He was struggling to find a little control. He's looking for a fastball. This time Weber's going to be looking to jump on something. Runners first and second grab their leads. 1-2 pitch. That one's going to come inside. Didn't get quite on top of that one, and that hits Weber. And load the bases right back up. And it continues to find trouble for Hugh Batchelor of the Carp. We got bases loaded, 1 out. Byron Turner coming up to plate. Last week he had his first taste of Super League action. He's one of the position players that the Wasps are going to rely on. And you look at their lineup, it's a fairly young lineup. He's one of the more veteran players on their team this season. Carp are going to be looking for Batchelor to get a ground ball here, end the bleeding. And comes set. That one's wide. Good stab by Carp Powell. Keep that ball in front of him. One of the good defensive young players in Adelaide, Carp Powell. His bat will certainly come along as he ages, but defensively he's shown that in the last 2 weeks here, he saved his pitches on some wild pitches in the dirt and wide. Here comes the 1 out. That one's going to be on the outside corner to Turner. Even the count 1-1. 3-0 currently, top of the first inning for the JSR Plumbing Wasps. Not an insurmountable lead we've seen with every inning starting with runners on first and second. But here's the 1-1 pitch. Batchelor comes set. Maybe that curveball inside. He's not really getting on top of that there. He just hit Weber with his last time with a curveball. That one there, Turner was able to get his arms up and out of the way. Batchelor with the fastball. That one paints the corner. Even the count 2-2. We can see the catcher giving the signs. Beautiful night here in Adelaide. And 2-2 pitch. That one's going to find a hole into right field. 1 run's going to score. There's another, and he comes to throw from Owens, and he's held up once again. Another late signal from Larry Moore at third base there. Runner has to slam the brakes on pretty quick, but it looks like it's probably the right call again as they have something rolling. And the JSR Plumbing Wasps continue to score runs, getting a 4-0 lead. On 3 hits on an error here. And they're going to bring up the left fielder, Jordan Spratt. Another young player getting his first taste of Super League action. Is his first year in the league. Didn't play last year, and he didn't get an opportunity last week as the Wasps didn't find much batting going on. He jumps all over the first pitch. That one sent Gary Owens back. That one, great running catch. He's going to pop that one up, get it into first baseman, but that's going to be deep enough for Spratt to get his job done. And it's a sac fly. He jumps all over the first fastball he sees. And the Wasps continue to pour on the runs here to 5-0. Runners first and second still. And we got Cichiro Suzuki coming up to the plate. Could be one of the hotter hitters right now on the weekend for Henley and Grange. He had himself a big weekend, hit 2 3-run home runs. He'll be looking to continue that power here and find some green and maybe get himself another RBI. Yeah, curveball outside. Still having a hard time finding that release point. And with the 30 pitch count, to be able to continue after this inning, Hugh Batchelor's going to have to dial in a little bit. He's got 2 outs here. He's looking to get himself out of the inning and keep this at a 5-0 lead for the Wasps. That one's inside. That one's going to scoot by Ezekiel Suzuki. Zeke Iwanabe does a little dance move there to get himself out of harm's way of a ball. He wants to hit. He's hot right now. He knows he's looking for something to crush, to get himself a couple RBIs and add a couple more runs for the Plumbing Wasps here. A 5-0 lead, top of the first inning. A base hit could open this one up even more. And here's the pitch. That one's going to be up and away. 3-0. See if head coach Larry Moore turns him loose. 3-0 pitch. His team already ahead with a few runs, a couple men scoring position. And 3-0 pitch. And he jumps all over that one. That one's going to be down the line for a base hit. That's going to score too. Suzuki around first base. He chugs into second base. Throws on the brakes, and he's got himself a 2 RBI double. He continues to stay hot as the ball's ripped into the corner for a 7-0 GSR Plumbing Wasp lead here in the top of the first. And head coach Darren Roberts going to talk to the mound. Roberts already made the call to the bullpen. Hugh Batchelor had a little bit of a rough start tonight. He's going down. See if they can stop the bleeding here. It is 7-0. It is the top of the first inning. But Carp will have an opportunity, as they do start every inning, with runners on first and second and nobody out. Looks like the new pitcher coming in. Looks like it's probably number 25, Cesar Perez of the West Torrens Eagles. He's going to inherit himself a runner on second base. 2 out. He'll be looking for a few innings tonight as he gets loose. Do you see the clock ticking down there in the bottom left? And as that clock strikes 0, as we go, we have seven inning games, but with the clock ticking down, if we do get to 0, you cannot start a brand new inning, so we can finish the bottom of the inning that we're on. And Carp have a little bit of work to do today, but they'll be looking to come back like the Dunmark Crushers did to them last week. They jumped ahead 5-0 in the first 2 innings, and the Crushers were able to chip back into that game each inning, just getting 1 or 2, and found themselves with a walk-off 6-5 victory last week. So the Carp definitely not out of this game early, but they're going to have a little bit of work to do. Going to have to some good at-bats. It looks like Perez is ready in here. He'll be facing Adam Werfel, the third baseman today. He's already scored a run as he started at first base. He's the 9th batter of the inning, so he's gone through the order. There's a fastball that just misses a little bit up. And falls behind 1-0. Perez comes set at the waist. 1-0 pitch to Werfel. Good cut at that one. 1-1. Roberts is going to be looking for Perez to give him a few innings here tonight, hopefully. There's a fastball right on the outside corner. Paints that one on the black part of the plate. Black part of the white plate. And gets ahead 1-2. See if they stick with the fastball. If they go change a little bit of eye level. There's a good curveball. Check down to first base. Umpire Bolton says no. Didn't go. Just going to see on a check swing, bat has to cross through the zone. Shoulders may have went, but the bat did not follow through. Good hold by Werfel. And 2-2 pitch. Suzuki takes his lead to second base. And Perez misses high. Runs the count full, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Fastball. That one fouled back. Got in on the hands there. Werfel was able to do enough to keep that one from getting by him. Fouled that back. Get himself another pitch. Perez is ready to be unloading another 3-2 pitch. That one's going to miss. High and outside, load the bases. We go top of the back to the top of the inning. Matt Hutchins singled his first time up earlier this inning. He loaded the bases at that time. This time he's got the bases loaded. Excuse me, sorry, he's got first and second, as he did in the first time. But this time there's 2 out. That one, Perez dials right down the middle. And jump ahead, 0-1. Good slider there. Nice little tight spin. Hutchins fooled. So far, we've seen the Carp pitchers have a little bit of control issues. Be looking to finish off the inning, get his batters an opportunity. Curveball just misses inside. You hit 1 and 2. There's 1-2 pitch. Hey, misses. Outside. 2 and 2. At this point, we'll see if the Carp defense holds strong. They've been out there for a little while this inning. There's a fastball. That one's right on the corner. Hutchins catches, caught looking, but big inning for the JSR Plumbing Wasps as they score 7 runs on 4 hits and 1 Carp error. But you go to the bottom of the first inning. Carp are going to have to plug back slowly and surely, but they got the time. As we go to the bottom of the first, Wasps leading 7-0. Welcome back to Super League action. JSR Plumbing Wasps put up a crooked number in the top of the first inning, grab a 7-0 lead. I'm Rob Rushy, back here with the Super League. As you can see, well, Carp have a little bit of work to do, but they do start. Runners first and second, nobody out. Mitch Lightbody, Gary Owens, and Nick Platten will face the big right-hander from Kensington, Tom Fitzgerald. He starts him off with big looping curveball. That's the get me over, get ahead. 0-1. Lightbody probably looking for something hard to jump all over early, but I'm going to pitch backwards here maybe. Here's the 0-1. There's the fastball. That's going to be a line drive into right field. Lightbody's, that one's going to get away from right fielder Byron Turner as he came and picked that one up, and that's going to allow a run to score. Coach at third had held the Carp runner there. They were satisfied having the bases loaded, but since the ball was booted in right field, it's going to be a run scored. No RBI in that play for Lightbody, but it's going to be a single. And there comes the big bat of Gary Owens. Last year, 287 with 3 home runs, 21 RBIs in the SABL. Owens gets the fastball that he takes 0-1. But Gary does damage in the German league as he returned this year at Heidenheim, led them to a championship where he hit 370 with 10 home runs and 42 RBI, so you definitely want to be careful with Gary Owens. Curveball. He was waiting on that one, but he pops that one straight up. We'll see if Bishop has room as that one, as he gets to the fence, just outside his reach as it lands on the top of the dugout there. Fitzgerald gets ahead, 0-2. Fitzgerald also pitched in the German League last year, rivals Mainz and Heidenheim. Last year, Tom was 9-2 with a 481 in 70 innings, 64 strikeouts, 55 hits. So he led them to a regular season division lead. Just fell to Heidenheim in the semifinals. But here he's ahead 1-2. Fastball in the dirt. Even the count 2-2. It's a pitcher's pitch there. He knew he was ahead in the count. He had a danger hitter up to the plate. Want to bury something that they want Owens to swing at. I'm going to come with something better here. 2-2 pitch. Misses just outside. And the runners. And now we're going to have 2 runners second base as Lightbody kept going. And now we're going to have the runner at second base. Doesn't really go anywhere. Lightbody's caught in the middle of nowhere. And Bishop has the easy tag. Griffin Weber, that ball got away from him here, we can see. But the second base runner didn't really get off the line. Lightbody got a little bit too far, anticipating the runner in front of him to keep going. Easy put out for the Wasps to get their first out of the inning. At this point, the Wasps, with 7 in the first inning, are willing to trade for outs right now. They'll definitely take that one. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Owens pops that one to right field, but that one's going to drift past the dugout down the first base line. Keep the count 3-2. Man on second, 1 out. 1 run in for the Carp. As you can see, both teams are 0-1. Started with a loss last week. Isn't time to panic yet, but this is almost a must-win game for both teams. The 3-2 pitch from Fitzgerald. That one's going to be another foul ball by Owens. As we do only have a 6-week season this year, so last year when the Carp started 0-3, able to battle back, and found their way into the championship game. It was a little more time, where this year a start of 0-3, 0-2 possibly puts you in trouble right off the bat. Another 3-2 pitch, just on the outside. Gary Owens earns himself a walk. It's a good quality at bat there. It was a tough pitch to take there. Good pitch from Fitzgerald on the outside corner. Just off the plate though. And we got runners again, first and second, 1 out. And we're going to have Nick Platten, who started off fairly hot for the Kensington Cardinals. Got himself 2 doubles in 2 weeks, 3 RBIs, couple other singles. As he's back from the States, that one Fitzgerald misses outside. As he's back from the United States after going to college last year at Heston, in Heston, Kansas, where he was a .228 hitter and 80 at-bats, 9 RBIs. And that one he fouls off. Even the count 1-1. Fitzgerald just missing a little bit on the outside as he's coming across to the right-handed hitters. You see he was pounding out there on Gary Owens, trying to stay away from the heart of Owens' bat. He missed just a little bit on the outside. Here Platten chases one. And he straightens them upright. Go ahead, 2-1. Went away there, came upright, trying to get Platten to chase the high fastball. If not, it changes his eye level, so he'll probably look a little bit low and away on this one here. There he goes low and away, and Platten fouls that one off. Down first, a little chopper. First baseman flips it back in. A little bit something new Fitzgerald have to get used to in Super League action is the starting with runners on the bases right off the bat. Usually a starting pitcher gets a little into a rhythm right as he goes. There he goes, the 2-2 pitch. There's a good curveball, strike 3. Nick Platten caught looking for the second out of the inning. There's that big slow break. And now we've got Aaron Whitefield coming into the plate. As we saw last week, Aaron Whitefield getting a little bit of work in before he heads off to the Premier 12 with Team Australia. Last week he played for the Crushers and the Wasps. Today he's up with the Carp. He's DHing. And then in the 8 o'clock game tonight, he'll be playing for the Clippers. So here we go. A couple Adelaide Giants players facing off. Aaron Whitefield took a fastball on the outside for ball 1. And he comes again, misses again. 2-0. Fitzgerald does have an open base if he doesn't want to give in to Whitefield. It's not typically what you'd be looking for when you have a 6-run lead, leading 7-1. You just be throwing it, kind of go right at the hitter. There's a ground ball, right shortstop. And one comes up, flips over to Suki, and Fitzgerald gets himself the ground ball, gets out of the first inning. Damage done a little bit as they get one back on the error by the right fielder, but they still trail 7-1. Head to the top of the second. Wasps leading.
Black Chrome is the official partner of Super League Baseball Adelaide. Head to the Black Chrome website to view the new range of custom baseball apparel and see why so many teams are choosing to partner with Black Chrome.
She got 2 little horns and they give me a little bit.
Welcome back to beautiful Adelaide on Wednesday night here for Super League 2019. As you can see, the Wasps have a 7-1 lead here in the top of the second. Blew it open as we start with runners on first and second each inning. They batted through the lineup in the first inning. So we see Kellen Cross will get another shot. He had an RBI single his first time up. An opportunity here again. Here's Cesar Perez in for his second inning work. He came in to the first inning with 2 outs. Starter Hugh Batra couldn't quite muster the Wasp lineup this evening. He fell behind a few batters. Perez has been attacking, got himself out of the first inning, and now he'll be looking to try to keep them at bay and put up a 0, and to give his team a chance to keep battling back, as the Carp got 1 in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kellen Gross. That one he falls back. Falls behind 0-2. You see, we do have the clock ticking down. 49 minutes left until we do not start a new inning. Cross with a little bat wiggle. Perez comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, missed high. Oh, pitchers kind of got the hitter in a rocking chair. He's looking for something to put him away, but you need a competitive pitch. There's a good off-speed pitch, but Gross holds off. Umpire paints out, our count's a little bit low. Even the count 2-2. Up 0-2, you're looking to make a competitive pitch, something for the hitter to hit. That one was a little bit too high. Now we go with 2-2 action pick. Just inside, Gross twists his right arm out of the way. Normally a pitcher, Kellen Gross, getting a chance to DH here tonight in the Super League. Threw on the weekend for his East Orange Red Sox team. That one's high, slider, swing and a miss, strike 1. Cesar Perez gets himself his second strikeout of the night as he struck out Matt Hutchins to end the first inning. And we got Michael Bishop coming up. Hit a fly ball to right field for a sacrifice fly in the first inning. The bases were loaded. Gary Owens throw a little bit late to get the runner at the plate. That started scoring for the Wasp. That one he takes high. Ball one. Bishop gets himself ready. Gonna be looking to do a little more damage and get that one back. There's a little bit of pickoff attempt at second base. Mitch Lightbob turned in behind. But Adam Morphel, quite mindful. Back without a throw. And again, 1-0 pitch. Press takes a look, comes set. Fires, that one's driven into deep into center field. Vander Linden catches and drops the ball. Gets that one in. Lightbody's gonna end up holding it there. Went to a knee on a sinking liner to center field. But it just popped out of his glove. So we see that ball driven deep. Nico Vanderlyn sets himself, comes in as it sank down and couldn't quite get it down. Saw him tap his chest to it. Told his pitcher, yeah, he knows. And teammates in West Torrens, his fault. But Wasps get another opportunity here. Bases loaded for Nate Vanderlinden. And he takes a fastball up. And the Carp in trouble again. Bases loaded. 1 out, 1-0 pitch. Nate Vanderlinden. That one's driven deep, way foul to the left. Jumped all over fastball from his teammate of West Torrens. Probably looking for something that he knew on 1-0. Count 1-1. And Carp do have the bullpen going again. There's good off-speed pitch from Cesar Perez. When would have been a strike on the outside corner, Vanderlinden sticks the bat out, gets enough of it, foul it off. 1-2. Here comes a 1-2 pitch from Cesar Perez. And another good slider there. That one Vanderlinden swings through for his second out of the inning. That's 3 strikeouts now for Cesar Perez as he's coming, peppering the zone, getting the hitters to swing through some pitches. He needs to get his team out of this inning here. He's faced Griffin Weber. Bases loaded, 2 out. Got hit by a pitch in the first inning. There's a fastball. It's all over that one, fouled that one straight back. He falls behind, 0-1. Batters always know when they fall straight back that they something that they could have handled that they probably wanted. Comes back another one and then falls that one into the Carp dugout. Gonna scatter the boys down there. They'll look to each other, have a little bit of laugh as they're dancing around, waiting for the ball to find that one teammate it always seems to make its way to. But Perez comes set, 0-2 pitch. And there's a big strikeout for strike 3. Catch Weber looking. And the Wasps may have needed that. Could save the game right there. Now the Carp got to keep battling back. Put something crooked up. They're down 7-1, but they're coming to bat. Bottom of the second. Welcome back to Wednesday night Super League action. I'm Rob Eshy. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. As you can see on the bottom scoreboard on your left there, the JSR Plumbing Wasps lead the Carp 7-1. And Carp looking to get back in here. The Wasps got 7 in the top of the first. Carp came back with 1, held them scoreless in the second. Now they'll be looking something crooked of their own to try to get back into this game. First and second, nobody out. Fitzgerald going to come set. Going to face Nico van der Linden, the center fielder of the Carp. Comes with a fastball inside for strike 1. Fitzgerald facing the 3-4 hitters last inning with runners on base. As you can see, there's a ground ball to shortstop. Flip over to first, second base over to first. That one's going to be a little bit wide. Going to be a fielder's choice on that play there. Good chance from the Wasps. Got the lead runner there. Aaron Whitefield at second base. Nico van der Linden beats it out down the line. And we have Jack Partington from the Henley and Grange Ram coming up to bat. Let's see if the Carp want to put the runner in motion. Nico van der Linden runs fairly well. Try to stay out of a double play situation here. Down 6 runs though. Giving up free outs is not an ideal option. It's a fastball. That one's going to be another ground ball to second base. Suzuki comes up. He's just going to take the out at first base. Partington going to be out at first. Going to get himself an RBI as Nick Platten comes in to score. And Nico van der Linden moves up to second base. And the Carp add another one back. It's 7-2. Man on second. 2 out. Going to be the third baseman, Jacob Scott, coming up to bat for the Carp. Last season, limited time with the West Orange Eagles, 32 at bats, small sampling, but he hit 344. So he definitely shows he's been able to handle the bat. Fastball from Fitzgerald just on the outside. He was a player in Super League last year. He played with the Crushers. Bench player majorly. He was 0 for 3 in his opportunities. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one he falls back. Team count 1-1. You do see the bullpen working for the Wasps. As Fitzgerald probably nearing his 30-pitch limit here. He's cruised through the Carp lineup fairly effectively tonight. It's a good miss right there. Upright the batter when after he gets a foul ball on the one before. We had 2-1. Comes inside like that. We'll see if they continue inside on Scott or if they want to go back outside. So for the last 2 have pounded on the inside a little bit here. Sets up low and inside. Fitzgerald misses on the outside there. Hooked his body a little bit. Carried a little bit more than what he wanted to. Tried to overthrow a fastball. Missed up and away. Gonna be 3-1. Runner on second. Van der Linden takes his lead. 2 out. The 3-1 pitch. That one's gonna be fouled back. Carp looking to add on here. Added another one. Make it 7-2. Looking to claw back with a base hit here. 3-2 pitch. Fitzgerald looking for another sign from catcher Griffin Weber. They find the one that they like. A 3-2 pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called. That ball started up, went down across the middle of the plate, and Fitzgerald holding the Carp steady. They get 1 on a fielder's choice, but Wasps still lead 7-2 after 2 complete innings.
From Adelaide's Norwood Oval. Oh, he hit that one. That's a magnificent hit. He won't get that one. That's got to be a 2-bagger. Going to be a play. Oh, it's safe. And there she goes.
She got 2 little horns and they give me a little bit.
And we're back for Super League action here. As we can see, we're in the top of the third inning. It's 7-2 for the JSR Plumbing Wasps. Myron Turner coming up to the plate. He's first and second. Nobody out. The Wasps looking to score a couple to try to put this one away. Last inning they were held scoreless and gave the Carp a chance and pulled another one back on the board. This time they'll be looking to capitalize on these runners on base. Perez comes set. And fastball just misses a little bit low. And Perez into his third inning work. He's come in throwing strikes. Carp started Hugh Batcher tonight. He's batted around a little bit. Yeah, that one's going to be driven. That one's in the gap in right field. Gary Owens tracks that one down. Runner's tag from second, third. Going to make it. Good running catch there by Gary Owens. That ball looked like it was going to be in the gap, held up. Owens able to track that one down, get the ball in. Move the runners up. One of the runners, Vanderlyn and tag, moved to third. Griffin Weber ended up staying at first base as he was looking for a ball to fall down. We have Jordan Spratt, a sac fly RBI to right field, his first at bat. Scored Nate Vanderlyn, who's at third again for him. That one he takes a good pitch on the inside. So we started to say about Cesar Perez when he came in. He's come in throwing strikes. He's got himself 4 outs, 3 strikeouts now, with that fly ball being the first. Sorry, 5 outs, 4 outs being by strikeout. There's another one he misses up high on that one there. He's exactly what the doctor ordered for Darren Robertson, the Carp. He's a pitcher to come in and get some outs without giving up runs. If he can get himself another ground ball here, chance to possibly turn double play and get out of the inning. Whoever stays put. Swing and a miss by Jordan Spratt. 1-2. We're looking down at the signs there at his third base coach. 1-2. We'll see if they want to put the runner in motion. Perez steps off the mound, take a little bit look before he gets himself ready. Gets a sign from Carter Powell. Flip over to first base. Just a little check to see if the runners were going anywhere. A little bit of a show me move. You know, Cesar Perez is going to have something quicker than that in his repertoire. And you wanted to see if the runner would tip his hand. He stays put. He misses up and away. Even the count 2-2. The action pitch coming up here. Carp defense going to be ready for a ground ball they're looking for. Get themselves out of the inning, keep their bats going. So they trade 7-2 here in top third. 2-2 pitch. Outside, runner going on the play. Going to be out at second base, but on the throw down to second base, Nate Vanderlyn's going to come in to score. And the Wasps will take that. They'll get themselves an out at second base, but they'll score another run to make it 8-2. As we see Griffin Weber take his lead, and he's going. Good throw from Carter Powell on the slider in the dirt. Gets the out at second base on the play. The 1-run scores, and Spratt follows that ball off. Be a 3-2. Count still in place. And payoff pitch again. Fouls another one off. So we can see a beautiful night here in Adelaide. Last week was cold, rainy, and windy. Tonight, it's baseball weather. Baseball gods have shone upon us here. It'll be another great game following tonight. But here's the 3-2. That's a ground ball. There's a chopper to third base. It's going to be a tough play. And he's able to come in, going to beat that one out. Jacob Scott came in. Would have been a tough play. We're going to have to throw that ball on the run. That one's going to be an infield single there for Jordan Spratt, as it would have been a tough play to make. But we know with the 30-pitch limit that the pitchers have in Super League now, Coach Darren Roberts is going to have to come go get his pitcher here. He's going to have to go back to the bullpen. It looks like he's going to go to number 9, Jack Higginbotham. We saw him come in last week. Had a little bit of trouble in the cold weather as well. Ended up with the loss as the Crushers were able to score some runs as he was walking a few bases. Base runners get themselves in trouble. They'll be looking to make amends for that and try to get his team out of here so they can come back and get a victory for him instead. We see Teacher Suzuki warming up on deck. I mentioned earlier, could be one of the hottest hitters in Super League tonight, as on the weekend he had 2 home runs with the Henley and Grange Rams as they beat Glenelg Tigers 12-1. Young man hit 2 3-run homers, had 6 RBIs on the day. One of the developing power threats in the SABL, young, as he's progressing and getting himself more chance. Last season, he had limited option. He had 33 at-bats only, hit $1.82 with 5 RBIs. In the Super League, he was 0 for 4 with a couple walks. But as the young man develops, you can see the power's obviously going to be there and going to be a potential middle of the lineup hitter for the Rams for plenty of years as he continues to develop. There we go, Higginbotham ready facing Suzuki, runner on first with 2 out. Jumps all over the first pitch, and we see some of the power there as he crushes that one deep into over the bullpen of the Carp down the right field line for a foul ball. He was ready for a fastball on the first pitch, and he got it just a little ahead of that one. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Again, the Carp pitchers having the trouble with their off-speed pitches tonight. The secondary pitches, if you can't harness those, you become a fastball pitcher only, and hitters are going to love that. They're going to sit there and tee off on that if they know that's all you can throw for strikes. It's fastball again. That one he puts right by Suzuki. It's that good high fastball. The hitters have a hard time laying off. They like it just above the letters, but it's hard to turn on that one when it's inside like that one. Here's the 1-2 pitch now coming from Higginbotham. Runner running. That one's going to be hit a mile in the air. Carter Powell tosses the mask, finds it, and puts that one away. Higginbotham gets his team out of it, but the JSR Plumbing Wasps tack another one on, and it's now 8-2, bottom of the third. Carp have some work ahead of them. And we're back once again here, bottom of the third inning. JSR Plumbing Wasps lead the Carp 8-2 Super League action. And Tom Fitzgerald was done for the night. He had himself 2 quality innings. He gave up an unearned run on an error and then an earned run on the fielder's choice, in which they were ready to give up outs for runs. Well, we do have a new pitcher. Mitch Stark will take the mound for the Wasps. An American from playing over in Brisbane, comes in Wednesdays for Super League action, get himself a little extra work. Mitch Stark from Colleyville, Texas. In 2019, he got himself 8 1/3 innings for the University of Dallas at Texas. Was impressive in last week against the Clippers. Partington takes off. He had a huge lead without even a look from Stark there. And he gets himself into third base. We now got runners on the corners. One of the things we've seen from Jack Parton in the first 2 weeks, he likes to run. He's been on a couple of times last week and got himself stolen base. He's active on the base pass. And Carp need that to see if they get the runner at first going. And he stays plate. That one's going to be a pop up to right field. Bishop in foul territory, tracking it down, runs out of real estate there as he approaches the fence. And going to even the count 1-1. This year in the Super League, we do have runners starting each inning, first and second, nobody out. International rules. Baseball fans will see that if it goes 10 innings or longer. In the Premier 12 coming up with the countries competing against each other. Jack Partington just stole third, so he's over there. Jacob Scott still at first base. And the 1-1 pitch from Stark. Now it's going to be a ground ball. Bishop comes up, play over at first base. And then we're going to be backdoor. And the pitcher gets over there a little bit late. Carter Powell beats it out. Going to get himself an RBI and the fielder's choice to get the lead run. Again, the Wasps are going to take trade outs right now as we're approaching the Bishop. Good hands at first base. Good turn from Nate Van der Linden. Just a little bit late at first base there. And from Baseball Club, we're going to have Zach Efrenitis coming up. And it's going to be the 0-0 pitch. Carter Powell at first base. Makes his lead. I'm going to miss a little bit low. I'm going to do a quick shout out here to Stephen Dew at Coffin Bay, watching the game on YouTube. Thank you, sir. Hope you're enjoying the night. There we go. Efrenitis pops that one up. Right fielder and second baseman calling for it. Suzuki calls for that one at second base, just behind the dirt. Tracks that one in. For the second out of the inning. And we go to the top. Going to be Mitchell Lightbody coming up to bat. Had himself a single into right field his first time at bat. And then on a ball that got away from Griffin Weber, tried to advance to second base. And unfortunately, the base runner at second was still there and was an easy tag out on the infield. Lightbody gets himself upright. Takes that one in the shoulder. Gonna be 2 out. Men on first and second now. And gonna be for Gary Owens. Owens walked his first at bat. As he battled through, earned himself a walk, taking a good fastball on the outside corner from Fitzgerald. But he had a good eye to keep that one. At that point, loaded the bases. But Fitzgerald was able to get out of it. He's looking to do some damage here to help put his team right back in this game. Takes the ball outside. 1-0. This is part of the order that the Carp are going to want coming up. Missing their first 2 draft picks these first couple of weeks. On the mound, Greg Moselle, and then the big bat of Boss Nui. We'll be looking for something out of Gary Owens and Nick Platt in the next 2 to try to get back into this game as he takes another fastball on the outside corner. 2-0. Mr. Stark falling into a little bit of trouble here. He does have 2 outs. One quality pitch can get him out of the inning here. Comes ready. The 2-0 pitch from Gary Owens. That one's going to be foul just down the line. You saw that one. Just got umpire Neil Poten, who's going to be standing foul territory. So he knows that if it hits him, it's going to be a foul ball. At this point, the Carp might actually take that, as it would have got them 1 run, but they're looking maybe for something big out of Gary Owens here. 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be called on the outside corner. Stark evens count 2-2. Owens looking for something better there. Wasn't going to be able to do much damage with that. He knew he had a strike to play with. Very content in the box, swinging the bat with 2 strikes. Veteran hitter of the leagues. You ready for the 2-2? They go off speed. He's going to pop that one up. Griffin Weber's going to take a look, but that one's going to drift over top of us here in the grandstand. Keep the count 2-2. We mentioned Mick Stark over in Brisbane. He comes in Wednesdays for Super League, get a little bit of more exposure. He knows that this is midweek baseball that don't get anywhere else in Australia. There's going to be a fastball outside corner, called strike 3. Big strikeout for Mitch Stark. Keep the Carp at bay, and the Wasps still with an 8-3 lead. We go to the top of the 4th. As you see the clock ticking down, 22 minutes left.
All you need is the ball.
She got 2 little horns and they give me a little bit.
Back at Benefield at West Beach in Adelaide, Wednesday night. Beautiful night for baseball, and we've got a game going on. The JSR Plumbing Wasps with an 8-3 lead. Runners first and second, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning, Adam Werfel stepping up to the plate. Jack Higginbotham came in, got the last out last inning. Falls behind 1-0 to the first batter here. So you can see we do have the clock ticking down. There's just over 20 minutes left before we can start a new inning. So the Carp are going to be looking for quick inning here. They need to dispose of the Wasps fairly fast to maybe get themselves 2 at-bats. There's a fastball. 1-1. Time does play an inning in Super League. We saw it last week when the Crushers came back and took the lead in their last at-bats, and then the game was called because of the time. And here's the 1-1. There's a good curveball. Werfel swings right through that one. Higginbotham gets ahead 1-2 in the count. We see he's much more composed than last week already. Obviously, the elements were a key factor in that, as it would have been tough going out there for the pitchers last weekend. Fastball just on the outside corner there. Good job from Werfel to foul that one back. Wasn't quite sure if that one was going to be a strike, so batters know they can't sit there and watch pitches when they're behind. At this point, he's looking to make a productive out. If he can't get himself a hit, he needs to at least move the runners over, keep themselves in scoring position, and keep that lead that they're holding on to at the moment. 1-2 pitch from Higginbotham. Misses on the outside corner there. Good fastball. Even the count, 2-2. Looking for something probably off speed on this pitch here after coming back with a good outside fastball. Comes back with back-to-back fastballs. First time we've seen that from Higginbotham so far tonight. He's been generally alternating between fastballs and sliders and fastballs and changeups. That time he came back with back-to-back, tried to catch him upstairs. Count 3-2, see if the Wasps get the runners going. 3-2, nobody out. Everybody placed. That one's going to be driven to left field. Partington calls for that one as he steps back and then comes in on it. Runner tags, the throw to the plate. Good throw to the plate. Fortunately, there's nobody on base, but the runners do not advance. So we've got first and second still. Lucy Partington comes up throwing on the play, but nobody there. We go to the top of the order. Matt Hutchin comes back to the plate, singled in his first at-bat, got caught looking in the second appearance. He's up again for the third time. First pick in the Super League draft this season. And takes ball 1. And JSR Plum & Wasps, as you can see, with a comfortable lead, 8-3. But with runners starting with every inning, I don't know if comfort can ever be said, as they got 7 in the first inning themselves. Looking to tack some more on here. They want to keep the Carp down. They don't want to give them any bit of life. Ground ball double play here could give them the life to get them going. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Hutchings. That one's going to be a line drive. Great play there. Gets out at second base. Lightbody's going to come up throwing over to first. I'm going to be a little bit late. Great play by second baseman Nick Platten on the short hop there. Good turn. As we can see in the replay here, he got caught in the middle of a line drive, able to get it on a short hop. Quick turn, good throw to Lightbody. Hutchings just hustling his way down the line, able to beat that one out, keep his team alive here. Runners on first and third, 2 out now. Kellen Crouse coming up to bat. RBI single, his first at bat, struck out swinging his second time up. Here he is facing Jack Higginbotham. See if Matt Hutchings looking to run, keeps his place. Strike 1. Running here's a little bit twofold. Decision managers have to make. Matt Hutchings, good speed, does read bases very well, but with left-handed hitters, first baseman is left holding him on. That creates a hole. You saw Crouse pull a ball earlier, right into that hole, and get himself an RBI. Count 1-1, and Botham misses on the outside. Hutchings ready. Crouse fouls, change up off. Now 1-2, see if he's looking to go. See if they can get the infield moving. Crouse put the ball in play, maybe find a hole if Hutchings takes off. Higginbotham set. Hutchings on the run. There's going to be a line drive in left field. Partington ends up playing back, takes it for a single. Thought about it for a second coming in, but knew he wasn't going to quite get there. And that's going to be an RBI single for Matt Hutchings, or for Kellen Crouse, his second RBI of the day. And that one's going to bring a Michael Bishop to the plate. As we see, Wasps score their 9th run of the day. Bishop, sac fly, RBI in the first inning, then deep fly ball to center field that just dropped on Nico Vanderlyn, wasn't able to hold on. Bishop sees the first one he likes. Ground ball to Scott. Flip over to second base Platten. They get the force out there. But the Wasps tack on another one. Looking at every run, a little bit of insurance. And we're down 14 minutes left. And Carp might get 2 at bats, but they're going to need to score a few runs here. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 9-3 still for the Wasps. Welcome back to Adelaide Super League Baseball. Couldn't have a more picturesque view from where I'm sitting at the moment here, we got a 9-3 lead for the Wasps. They got 7 in the first. But here we got bottom of the fourth, first and second, nobody out. Number 3 hitter Nick Platten coming to plate. Mitch Stark in the second inning. Platten's going to go all over the first pitch he likes. Foul that one straight back. 0-1. Carp in the part of the order that they're looking for here. Platten followed by Aaron Whitefield, Nico Vanderlyn, and Jack Partington. Good speed on the bases with Owens and Lightbody. Guys coming up that can handle the bat. Could be a big inning if they can string a few together here. The 0-1 pitch to Platten. That one's going to bounce. Weber's going to see that one drip, but both runners are going to speed up to the bases. And now it's second and third. Still nobody out. Wasps still ahead 9-3. They'll be willing to give up outs to let these runs score here. They just need outs. They need outs. It's 11.5 minutes left here before we can start an inning. Harper in that part of the lineup that can do some damage. Fastball up high. It's going to be the tricky part. And Carp are going to want to score as many runs as they can, but they can't eat the clock too much here. They'll be looking to score either a chunk of runs quickly or score a whole bunch and then bleed the clock. Platten's going to follow that one back as that drifts over the first base fence. And even the count 2-2. You see beautiful Benefield here at West Beach, getting ready for the Adelaide Giants season in a few weeks here. And 2-2 pitch. Chopper in a third. Light body foul ball. Light body was caught in the middle of nowhere on that play. It's a play where you're not going to be able to score. So you want to go back, but if you go back, you know you're going to get tagged out. Not much you could have done there, but call there from Revel at third base, just on the foul side of the ball when that was fielded. And come with the 2-2 pitch again. You saw a little move. They're looking to go upstairs on Platten with fastball up. And he's going to pop that one up. Weber and Bishop going to chase that one down, but it's going to drift out of their reach. And stays 2-2. Platten looking to stay hot. He's battled through this at bat. Tonight so far he got called out looking in his only appearance. He's looking for something, a little bit of redemption here. Give me a ground ball to short. That one's going to get under the glove of Nate Vanderlinden. Nick Platten's going to get himself on the air. The run was going to score anyway, so he will still get an RBI. Gary Owen stays at second base, but the Carp get a run. Down 9-4. We still have base runners out there, and Aaron Whitefield coming up to bat. I mentioned earlier, he played last week for the Crushers and the Carp. And the Wasps, sorry. Tonight he's playing for the Carp, and he'll be with the Clippers in our latest game. Getting a little work. That's going to be a flare into left field. That one's going to drop. And get himself a single. Carp going to keep runners at bay. They need base runners right now as they're down by 5. But bases are loaded. There's still nobody out. Last week they saw the Crushers come all the way back in the last inning and walk them off. They'll be looking to do the same thing to the Wasps here. As Aaron Whitefield found some green in left field. We have Nico Vanderlinden coming up. He got on a fielder's choice his first time up. It's going to be driven to left field, but well foul over the dugout to my left. Platten this inning got on an error. Whitefield with a single. And bases loaded, nobody out. Oh, one pitch taken high, even count 1-1. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Stark ready. Off-speed pitch. That's going to be a pop-up. Center field, Matt Hutchins ready. Owens tags at third. He's on his way, and he's going to slam on the brakes. Didn't want to test the arm of Matt Hutchins. The ball drifted up the line, but Gary Owens knows the strength of the arm. It wasn't hit that deep. And Stark gets himself an out without allowing a run. So bases are still loaded, and there's one out now. It'll be Jack Partington. Grounded out to second base his first time up. Stole a base the next inning when he was on as one of the runners. He's looking to get a single or something here, help his team out. And he takes the ball high. 1-0. Here in the bottom of the fourth, the JSR Plumbing Wasps lead this one 9-4. 6.5 minutes left before we can start a new inning. 1-0 pitch. Partington ready. Swing and a miss. Took a healthy cut at that one as he was looking to find a gap. Maybe score all 3 runs, get his team within a couple. We've seen him able to fly today, so if he can find a gap, we could have a few extra bases on our hand. Good speed out there for the Carp. That one he takes high. 2-1. Start comes that 2-1 pitch. And Partington takes that one inside for a strike. 2-2. Not the one he was looking for on that. We do have the bullpen up and going for the JSR Plumbing Wasps. Start could be nearing his 30 pitch limit. There's the off speed. That's going to be a shallow pop. Suzuki can't quite hold on to that one. They get the out at second base on the fielder's choice, as Whitefield had to hold up to see if he was able to hold on to that. Partington didn't quit on the play, ran hard down the line, kept his team in the game. And here we got Jacob Scott coming up. So we see Partington ready. We'll see if he's ready to go here. We've seen him flying around the bases tonight a little bit, stealing bases. Last week he stole a base. We'll see if they want to stay out of double play contention, but they don't want to give up free outs. Stays. Jake Scott takes strike one on the outside corner from Miss Stark. And Carper back within 4. It's a 9-5 game currently. It's going to be a drive. That one's into right field. That one's going to get over the right fielder's head. And that one's going to roll almost to the wall. Partington round second, coming into third. He's coming home. Scott into second. Going to be a play at the plate. Slides in safe at home. Partington scores. 2-run double for Jacob Scott as he hits the ball into the right center gap there. It comes up, picks up. Good throw in. Good relay to Vanderlinden, and his throw to the plate just late, as we saw Partington slide in, and it's now 9-7. Looks like Coach Laurie Moore's coming out. Gonna have a chat with his pitcher.
And there will be a pitching change as Mitch Stark has thrown 30 pitches.
We're gonna have a pitching change here. Stark's hit his pitching change.
As well, too. No new innings after 80 minutes. We'll see what the umpires will decide to call after this inning, but there will be a pitching change.
As we see,
The tying run is
look upon over our center field fence here at Bennett Field. It's a 9-7 game for the JSR Plumbing Wasps. Bottom of the fourth inning. Tying run, Carter Powell coming to the plate. And 2 out. We do see the clock ticking down. It's 2:45, 2:44 before we can start a new inning. With the Carp being the home team, this is where it's going to get interesting. This is where the managerial aspect comes in. As if Mitch Stark wasn't even at his 30 pitches, it could be the move from Coach Larry Moore just to take some time off that clock, as it is ticking down.
Now pitching, Ethan Carp.
And with his team leading, he's looking to try to get this inning finished after we hit the 0 mark. So there's a little bit of strategy behind what we're doing here for coaching as well. The coaches have to be knowledgeable of that time, as it doesn't look like we're going to get the full 7 innings in tonight. As we see Ethan Badcock warming up on the mound, the lefty was called in. Carter Powell's going to be the first batter that he faces. And Carter Powell tonight on a fielder's choice. He is only at bat. He did score a run in the first inning when he was one of the runners placed on base. Jacob Scott just hit the 2-run double at second base. It's 9-7. Carter Powell coming up, looking to extend the inning and keep it going for the Carp. And he takes the first pitch right down the middle, and it's 0-1. Badcock comes ready. Pitch. That was going to be popped up. Suzuki comes in and makes the catch. And with that, we're getting the end of the game call from the umpires, as we would not have been able to start a new inning before the time space went. So the JSR Plumbing Wasps, with a big 7-run first inning, jump ahead and are able to hold on at the end, getting their first win of the year, 9-7. Carp fall to 0-2, but we did see the Carp start 0-3 last year, a little bit longer season, but they were able to fight back and get themselves into the championship game. So we'll see if next Wednesday, the Carp can get themselves on the board. But get ready, another beautiful night game coming up here at Bennett Field at West Beach. We're going to have the Clippers against the Denmark Crushers. The battle of a couple of the powerhouses, both 1-0. Going to be the most entertaining game of the night and possibly the first 2 weeks. Get ready, the boys are going to come out swinging. We'll be back in half an hour.